Yeah. The more you learn, the more you earn. Education can be fun, shine bright like the sun. Be social, never run. Get active, chase the passion until it starts chasing you. Now that's magic, yeah.
Let's get it. Welcome, ladies and gents. Let's get our lens in the right view for IQ.
IQ.
I'm your co-host Millie, along with my co-host.
It's Cash.
And my other co-host.
Distance.
And we're here to bring high quality information to you guys. So on today's episode, first things first, this is our first episode. So we want to congratulate you for being here, for being a part of this with us. And at high quality, we just want to let you guys know what we're bringing to the table. We're bringing high quality information. We're bringing information that will be essential in the times that we're living in. And we're going to be diving in on finances. We're going to be talking about spirituality. We're going to be talking about a lot of things, a variety of topics that you guys will really enjoy. And you'll really want to chime in and give us a lot of feedback. And we're all for it. So I want to pass it to my co-host, Cash. We're going to talk about our journey, why we wanted to take the steps to get High Q started.
It's your boy Cash. Welcome to High Q. You know, it all started, we was just having a conversation in the car one day, and we realized our conversations always turn to debates. So we thought, why not come up with a podcast where we could just talk facts and actual valid information that we could relate to the public. So here at High Q, our goal is to bring not just facts, but some great content to keep the audience attention. So, that's the goal here, and definitely look forward to it. Please subscribe, tune in, and share and show love. Be greatly appreciated. I'm pass it to my co-host, Distance.
Yeah, Distant, by the way. High Q, we all about high quality. Literally high quality. I'll say we'll talk about the stability. We all very comfortable with each other. As the co-host said, Cash, we all just about that high quality, the proper frequency. I definitely want to talk about comfortability. That goes a very, very long way. Economics, we'll definitely go over as well. But the main purpose of high quality, just maintaining that rare vibe.
It's definitely going to be like a huge list of stuff we're going to be talking about. So the type of audience we're trying to attract we're looking to be very diverse. So like I said, please tune in.
Tune in, guys. We are here. We are live. So first things first, we're going to talk about a couple of the things that we are going to be speaking on and why we got into those things. So for me, first things first, let's get on to finance. I had an interest in finance. I want to say I took an interest about 3 years ago. I started learning about credit. I started learning about crypto. I started learning about precious metal. These things have inspired me to continue my progression in the finance area and to continue learning about these things because we're living in the times now where it's a weakening dollar. It's a weakening dollar, and it's also an artificial sense of prosperity because money is being printed. And people are assuming that the money that's being printed is good and all this money is coming, but they're not realizing that it's coming off of a printing press, and the more that's being printed is it's weakening the value of the dollar. Mm-hmm. And there's actually no precious metal, gold or silver backing that dollar, so they're able to print as much as they want in currency, and there's also zeros and ones that's being put and typed on the computer. So there's a lot of things we have to take into consideration, but that's what we at High Q are going to discuss with you guys so we can all be in tune with what's going on and be up to date with information that you're probably not getting when you're going on social media or when you're going on eyewitness news.
Yeah. It's crazy, because for me, my journey of getting into finance started actually in 2020 throughout the pandemic, with jobs, with the loss of jobs for most people. I just decided to tune in. I started looking into investing. I started looking into the crypto, the stocks, a beautiful thing. There's so much capital gains to be made on these things. You know what I'm saying? And it's definitely something that you would want to definitely put your time, into. Crypto with the Bitcoin, actually, Bitcoin is very popular nowadays. It's what everybody talks about. And Bitcoin to 100K, by the way. Dogecoin too, also. But it's something, it's a great thing. And I definitely suggest you guys definitely take your time to look into it. And as another thing too, I want to talk about, this is something that bugs me. It really, really bugs me. For those of you who don't actually have that much knowledge on investing, don't be so quick to put it down. Actually take the time to look into it before just, giving your opinion, because it's like the other day I brought up Bitcoin to someone, and, I'm not going to say her name, but I brought up Bitcoin to someone and she tried to tell me it was a scam. Me knowing it's not made me feel a type of way. So, like I said, the number one thing is to invest in yourself, investing in education, and definitely invest in yourself. Once again, that's it all.
High quality. Once again, that's solely what we about, Me personally, what I love in opposed to the current currencies, passive income, As my host said earlier, double M. The paper dollar is losing value at a very high level, Gotta invest in, the tangible goods, silver, gold. What I also say, for example, too, make sure your mental health is in the perfect place, You gotta stay stable, especially when it comes to, acquiring all this money. Make sure you're putting it in the right places, You put $1 in the bank, it can really grow. But you put the dollar, in all these stocks, it would definitely grow. You have to make sure you're choosing the right one. Now, I'm not saying go out there and pick anything now, but,
I feel like 2020 definitely showed us, to my credit to my boy Distant, 2020 definitely showed us that to have your mental in the right place is very essential in these times that we're living in. It's crazy, we never been through something like this. And
Right.
it's just crazy. How you feel about it?
It's very interesting because the times we're living in now, there has been times like this. We just haven't been a part of it because we weren't living.
Oh yeah.
Like in the 1920s during the Great Depression, things that were recorded, but information that we probably, information that happened and things that happened that we don't know about because it wasn't, recorded. Okay. So we just have to be privy of those things. As far as COVID. It's a lot. I know a lot of people lost their lives. Rest in peace to all those people that lost their lives.
My condolences.
Rest in peace to those people that lost their lives
Definitely.
in COVID and to who are continuing to fight the disease. Just stay strong, stay vigilant. But on a quick note, as far as finance goes, I just want to leave you guys with a quick comparison with these precious metals. Here I have an ounce of gold and I have 5 ounces of silver for you guys. This comparison I like to bring up, I enjoy talking about it because it brings transparency, it brings valuation to the front light and to the spotlight when it comes to silver and gold. So if I take a flame and put it to the gold or to the silver, it won't burn. It has to melt at a certain Fahrenheit in order for the silver and gold to melt. So if I take that same lighter and put it to a $1 bill or even $100 bill, I know y'all love blue faces, it's gonna burn immediately. It's gonna burn immediately. I put it to this, I still have it. I put it to this, I still have it. So that's something to take into consideration. I use fire, but I can also use water in the same way. If that dollar goes down in the ocean, comes up, it's gone, $5 stuck together, you pull it apart, can't do nothing with it. This goes in the ocean, 5,000 years later, I pull it up, still has the same value, probably even more. Because it'll go up in purchasing power over time, because that's what precious metals does for you. It appreciates in value over time.
As we're on that topic, it's something that's interesting. It's something Robert Kiyosaki always says. He called precious metal God's money. This is definitely, as you can see, this is real money. Fiat currency is BS. As a matter of fact, Anyone of you guys have like a dollar bill on y'all or anything like that?
I believe I do.
Good. Let me see, man. Fiat currency. I'm gonna show you a comparison right now. You know what I'm saying? See, this is real money. See this? This is paper, fiat, garbage, fiat, garbage. Real money. Please educate yourself, guys. Please.
And on that note, we'll leave you guys on that with finances, but we have a jargon of information for you guys, jargon of words in relation to different topics that we will enlighten you guys with. So just stay tuned, stay with us. Follow my fan base at Marshall418 for more information or content on silver. But we're gonna leave that. We're gonna leave it there as far as the finances. Let's jump into sports because we will be definitely talking about sports with you guys.
Big topic.
I had a history in sports starting from, I want to say 10 years old when I played BCBA CYO in Brooklyn. If you, my Brooklyn cats out there, if y'all familiar. By the way, I'm from East Flatbush. So I played at BCBA CYO in St. Vincent, and then from there, I played at Nazareth High School, and then from there, I went to Georgia and Connecticut, and then Georgia, and then made my way to NAIA in Asheville, North Carolina, Monterey College. Shout out to the Cavaliers. So that was my my basketball journey. I played very well. I had many accolades. I was All City at one point. I was All City and All State in Georgia at one point. So definitely put in the pain, put in the work on the court. So we definitely gonna be bringing that to y'all.
Definitely a hooper.
Y'all gonna hit all the talk about LeBron and this crazy super squad the Lakers got. But yeah, man, we definitely got a lot of talk for y'all. Definitely got a lot of basketball talk.
Oh, definitely. You know, I actually have a basketball resume myself. Originally from Brooklyn, lived in Harlem for a little bit. Definitely, I played all my Brooklyn people. Abraham Lincoln, shout out to my Lincoln. Definitely played for them. I actually went to Erasmus Hall also. Played for them. Shout out to them. Rest in peace, Coach Bernard. You know, my basketball journey started at age, I want to say 8. I've been playing since I was 8. I played AAU. I played high school. I played college. The journey was definitely great. I actually met Millie, you know, through basketball. So, you know, great minds think alike, you know. And as we're on this topic, man, let's get into what do you guys want to start with? College or the NBA? What do y'all want to start with?
Man, I haven't even checked the college boys out lately, man.
All right, cool. So we'll start with the NBA. Man, let's talk about these super teams. Let's grab the attention of the audience. Let's talk about the super teams.
Let's talk about DeAndre leaving the Nets, man. That got me mad.
So everybody knows Kevin Durant is my favorite player. He's on the Brooklyn Nets, and as he just said, DeAndre Jordan decides to leave Kevin Durant to go with LeBron. Of course I feel away. Of course. Well, who wouldn't? But I still have faith in my team. Kevin Durant all the way.
Man, the Lakers got it for me. I think the Lakers got it. I'm going with the Lakers, man. There's a lot of talent. There's a lot of talent right now, but like you was telling me the other day, man, they orchestrating this and they setting it up so LeBron can get this next ring. It's gonna be theatrical. It's gonna be like a soap opera. But
me personally,
I'm gonna be in tune.
Me personally, I don't hate to say that I'm a Lakers fan, but I'm not really a fan of more or less the teams. I'm a fan of players. I'm personally a LeBron fan, you know. I definitely respect what he does for the community, you know. Well, his own community, as well as, you know, his game and opposed to what he does in the air.
There's a lot on and off the court.
So you see, we have two LeBron fans.
100%.
You know,
been a LeBron fan since high school, before high school.
Authenticity. We all know who the most talented player in the NBA is. But we, you know, you don't let the hype. We're not gonna get to that debate, you know.
I could give that to Katie. I could give that to Katie.
I
could give that to Katie. I'm gonna call her. See, that's the reality.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
But LeBron is the best floor general.
No.
I think he's the best floor general. He's controlling the floor. He's getting the job done with the right pieces around him. I don't think nobody does a better job than that than LeBron at that.
Man, I don't know if I could change my mind, man. I truly feel like it's It's rigged. The NBA is rigged. There's no one that can tell me otherwise. The NBA is rigged. LeBron is coming closer to Father Time. And now you guys are trying to build players around him just to give him his last ring.
Yeah.
You know?
That's really what it looked like.
It's just what it's looking like. You know, it all points to that. You know, it seems like the NBA is focused around LeBron. And to me, it's corny, man. You know, like I said, Brooklyn Nets go all the way. Damian Lillard. We need to go after Damian Lillard too, man. Need to look into that potentially, man.
Man, I can't wait till the season starts.
DeAndre,
man. Y'all gonna have me on
DeAndre,
here like Skip.
listen, DeAndre, you're gonna regret that move. I promise you, you're gonna regret that move. Man.
Y'all gonna have me on here like Shannon Sharp when the season starts, man. I swear, I can't
You
wait.
asked me, that's a guaranteed ring. That's a guaranteed ring, DeAndre.
Nah, man. Look, we have a LeBron fan. Listen, this guy probably don't even know the number one thing about LeBron, but you like LeBron. This guy, man.
I can respect his track record, you know.
Who knows?
A couple of his accomplishments.
What? How much rings he have? Like 4?
Yeah, I think LeBron got 4 of those. Yeah. LeBron got 4 of those.
Kobe though.
How much KD got? How much KD got? 2 of those?
KD got. Listen,
got
KD.
times 2
Listen.
against LeBron.
KD, we all saw that shot. Then we all saw that shot this year in the playoffs. If that would have counted, it would have been a different story. You know what I'm saying, right? We all saw that shot. Shout out to Giannis though. By the way, shout out to Giannis.
Yeah, man.
Big ups on the ring.
Hard.
Definitely shout. He worked hard for that, man. Shout out.
I know his pops is proud of him.
Yeah, definitely.
Very hard.
Definitely. But man, with the NBA, like I was saying, I just feel like it's completely rigged, and I don't know. I feel like my love for the game. I love basketball. I have it tatted on my chest. I love basketball. I love basketball till the day I die. But the older I get, I don't know. I just realize like it's all politics and building super teams now. So I could kind of agree. I think I was watching ESPN one not too long ago, and Charles Barkley was kind of saying the same thing. Man, I couldn't agree more. It's just, it doesn't seem the same, So I don't know if I still have that same love, for the game, but I mean, I still watch it here and there. So, that's it for me.
I think you said it already, but who do you think is going to take the championship?
Once again,
Who you got
the
taking
Lakers.
it? The Lakers. Okay. I got the Lakers taking it too, man. I can't even. It's funny because while I'm here, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think about the other teams in the NBA, but it's so hard because everybody's on the Lakers. It feels like. But yeah, man. So
we should probably talk about. I know it's kind of old, but we should probably talk about the Sha'Carri case. Man.
Oh
Sha'Carri
yeah,
case
man. I mean, it was interesting. She had a situation with her mother. Her mother had a situation that she was dealing with, so she chose to smoke, I guess, to alleviate the anxiety or stress that she was dealing with the situation, and because of that,
Marijuana,
she wasn't
by the
able.
way.
Right, yeah. Mary Jane. Because of that, she wasn't able to race in the Olympics. Very unfortunate. It sucks, but it's just weird because you hear other situations where people get away with smoking and doing certain things, and then you think of the Olympics and it's such a big scale, so it was like, okay, she should have known better, but where's that fine line? Where's the fine line where it's like, okay, how much is this really gonna affect her performance? So I'm gonna be biased. I'm gonna be on on the fence, saying that I think she should have been able to perform, even though she did that. But there's
Hold
a
on,
whole
you think
bunch
she
of
shouldn't?
opinions
You
out
think
there.
she shouldn't be able to perform?
I think she should have.
Oh, she
been
should
able
have.
to
She should
perform.
have. She should have.
Yeah,
Yes.
she should have. Yeah, that's my take on it. But even though that happened, she's still very confident. She's still very confident. Has all her will. Even in the race that she lost recently against.
I believe it was.
I forgot the Jamaican
girl. I forgot her name.
Frazier.
Shout out to her.
Price.
Shout out to her. By the way.
Definitely.
Great run.
She didn't place well. Sha'Carri didn't place well, but when she spoke
I think she came in last place. To be precise.
last place. But when she spoke
place.
to the broadcaster, the analyst, and she's like, yeah, I'm still I'm like, okay, she's still got energy. And they looking behind her like, what is she doing? Like, but hey, you gotta respect her energy. Win or lose, she bringing that same energy all the time. So you gotta respect it.
It's interesting. Really, as we on that topic, I definitely want to get into that with Sha'Carri. Let's stay on Sha'Carri for a second. There's something that really, really bugs me. I feel she's very, very misunderstood, and I'm gonna disseminate what I mean. She came in last place with the last run, right? She came in last place. Now, after she came in last place, she had an interview. In her interview, obviously, she just came from running. So in her interview, she had a lot of energy, hostility and energy. You know, a lot of people took that the wrong way and said she was being cocky and not being a team player. I actually disagree. She's full of confidence, and that's how she is. We have to respect that. We need to normalize in this world and understand that not everybody's the same. And we can't bring people down because of things like that. Clearly, she had a long break off. Of course, when she come back, you can't expect her to win. You know, she's not in shape. Most of those girls, they were in shape. So how can you expect her to win? So I definitely disagree with everybody. Like he said, I'm on the other side of the fence with that. I definitely disagree with everybody with all the bashment that she's getting and everything. It's just not cool. You know
I definitely don't think we've seen the best of her yet.
Definitely. And like she said, she's coming back. She's coming for more. And I definitely believe in her. Shout out to Sha'Carri, by the way.
Definitely, I give her kudos as well, you know. What I commend her about, for example, too, is not saying anything negative, not lashing out in any ill manner, you know.
Yeah. All right. Hold on.
I hope, you know, she gets way more endorsements in the future as well.
Oh, she definitely will. Her name is all out there. I mean, you got rappers using her name, so she's all out there. She's known. Oh yeah, shout out to Kanye. Yeah.
He definitely put her, you know, in a calm intro.
No, definitely.
I definitely approve of that.
Yeah, as we're on Kanye too. Kanye, that was a nice album too. But yeah,
Donda, it was.
Donda, definitely. But yeah, man. So Sha'Carri, next year, man, you'll come back strong, definitely.
So on the next segment, let's talk about spirituality. We're gonna keep it brief, but I think it's definitely important in this day and age. A lot of things is important in this day and age, as y'all can see, because y'all, you know, spending money crazy, not understanding the value of the dollar, understanding more of things that you don't really need to know. But also in the spiritual realm, there's things that you guys need to know as well. The whole world and the whole mind is a metaphysical place. So when you guys hopping on social media and you hopping on Snapchat and all of these different social media platforms where your vanity is constantly being tested because you see somebody with something that you want to obtain, or you know, things that you want in your life, but maybe behind the scenes they're not living as good as you are, you know, on the inside, internally. So there's a lot of things that you guys, or that we have to see beyond. We have to look beyond the veil. So we're just here to discern the difference between, you know, the reality and the battle within that we all are facing, and that we need to transcend beyond to become better humans in this world and beyond and next.
Oh, that is true. That is very true. We need to understand in this world, there's more to life than just waking up, going to work, and coming back home and going to sleep and wake up for the next day. That's not life. And I definitely understand everybody's circumstances is different. Everybody have different things going on in their life, but it definitely won't hurt to take out a certain time in your week to meditate, or just go out in nature and really focus on the mental, really tune in with your chakras. It doesn't take much. And we need to understand how essential this is to put our best foot forward. You know, spirituality is something that I fell in love with, I would say about 5 years ago, because it was one day I was in a park and I was playing basketball. And when I was leaving, there was this guy, he was just sitting there. He was just sitting there. He had a smile on his face. I think that's what pissed me off. That's what pissed me off. He had a smile on his face with his eyes closed. So I'm like, you know, the hell? Like, I'm walking. I'm like, is he crazy? Why he has a smile on his face? His eyes is closed. So then he opened his eye. He seen me looking at him. So I'm like, why? Excuse me. Like, why are you smiling? He's just sitting there. Why are you smiling? He said, because I'm free. Now I want to pause right there. He said, I'm free. I'm going to repeat that. That was his response to me, because I'm free. So a light bulb immediately came on top of my head. You're free. What do you mean? He told me, look at me. Do you see a sign of stress on my face? He told me, I love you. I said, I'm not even used to hearing that so much from my parents. Just a stranger to tell me that? This guy must really be free. Boom, it caught my interest. I went and did my research, my due diligence. Started, you know, going to certain places with people with, you know, the same mindsets. Started meeting people, and I started dwelling more into it. And I'm free. You know, I can't put it no other way. You know, like he said, you know, tapping into your vanity. Take it, you know, take a chance, see what happens. But definitely, I would recommend meditation. I would recommend taking a walk outside early mornings, late nights, just getting in tune with yourself, knowing yourself, your inner self better. Very essential.
Yeah, that was ideally beautiful what the both of y'all said. Once again, I hate to, you know, drag that out, but high quality, you know, the high quality of our souls, of your souls. Further enlightenment. Everything don't got to be an argument, you know, with your loved ones. Make sure you tell them you love them. Simple things like that go a long way. You never know what nobody is going through. Also, too, before you diagnose yourself as crazy, make sure it's not your environment. You know, not to drag anything out and about, but this has been going on since probably the beginning of time. You know, there'll always be energy vampires, you know, the naysayers, haters, whatever you want to call it. Make sure that don't ever get into your inner space. You know, it's not you versus anybody. It's you versus yourself. Yeah. Your own universe. You know.
No, that's definitely true.
Just stay within your power, you know. Always stay within your power. To me, to us, that's what high quality ideally is.
You know,
yeah. I was gonna say we're all going through the same stuff for the most part, man. A lot of people go through the same plight. A lot of people are put in different situations from birth. A lot of tougher, more adversity than others, but for the most part, the mind is taken through the same forms of adversity. Whether you're a guy dealing with females or whether you're dealing with a boss that you don't like, there's certain things that you have to deal with and cope with in this life. And if you understand the mind, body, and spirit, and you understand that you're able to control your own emotions and to be aware of them and to understand that you can only control your actions and not control anything outside of that, that's a start. It's a start. But I don't want to get too deep because, like I said, this is episode 1, but I definitely want you guys to understand that on a spiritual tip, energy, vibration, and frequency is very important. It's extremely important.
Yes.
And I want to leave it there.
Feed the soul. Feed the soul.
Yeah.
Love yourself.
Feed the soul.
Frequency, energy, and vibration. Word.
So, as you guys know, this week was a very tragic week, you know, in the loss of Michael K. What's his name? What's his
Michael
name?
K. Williams.
Michael K. Williams. My condolences to his family and those around him. It's very sad. I wish this upon nobody. And I was lost for words. You know, growing up, he was one of the actors that I saw as like a father figure in a way, if that makes sense. You know, for somebody to come from Brooklyn, just like I do, and to make it out and make a name for himself like that it's amazing, you know. And to see and hear this tragic event that happened, it broke my heart. You know, I don't have much words to say on it. You know, once again, rest in peace to Michael K. Williams. Man.
I mean, we felt his force on the big screen. I seen him when he played as a police officer in Trapped in the Closet. And he also played in The Wire. And from those scenes, you see his energy on his face. But what intrigued me the most was who he was off screen. I had saw a video of him. Well, I guess that's still on screen, but not the big screen. But he was, I guess, somewhere in front of East Flatbush. I think in front of their projects. And he was talking about, you know, the youth needing to be more educated and to do the right things and to stay on the right track. So you really saw how much of a activist he was in the community
definitely.
And trying to bring solidarity in the Black community. He was definitely for that. Indeed. Can't speak on everybody. Can't say that about everybody because, you know, you got some people that's, you know, it's propaganda for the Black people, but when it comes to closed doors, you know, they getting their money from white men to do what they got to do. So I believe, kudos to a Black man that was really for us.
Definitely. I believe the cause of death was an overdose, right? something like
If I'm
that.
not
Overdose,
mistaken, yeah.
overdose.
Cocaine to be exact.
Cocaine to be exact, overdose, man. Like I said, I wish that upon nobody. Like I said, back to the spirituality part. It's very important that we feed the soul and feed the mind.
Okay.
Because without that, we can't move forward. If you really sit and think about it, if your mind is not in the right place, you can't move forward. And we need to understand the importance of, like Distant said, just waking up and telling someone random you love them, or even those that's close to you, because the honest truth is tomorrow is promised for no one. And it's just breaking my heart to talk about it, man. I don't even know what much I want to say, man. Rest in peace.
Yeah, that man definitely was a father figure to many who probably didn't have any. From watching all those childhood shows, that was probably the only role model they had, And this goes universally, globally. I'm pretty sure the whole world felt that L. But I'm pretty sure his life was more of a lesson than an L.
Yeah,
With
man.
people like that, because they said they last of a dying breed, but that's what we all about. High quality over quantity.
I'm sure we got a couple people out there that's still mad about that dollar that's being ripped. Don't worry. It's cool.
I'm definitely not.
It's not real money. You can't let it get to you. It's fiat currency. It is not real money.
Ah, man.
Showing you that was a little bit of the walk, and less of the talk.
Real money.
I brought that up real quick because I wanted to segue into grow credit for my audience out there. If you guys are looking to build your credit, there's an app called Self where you can get the Self card and build your credit that way. But I personally use Grow Credit. Grow, that's GROW credit. So you can actually put your phone subscriptions, you can put other subscriptions that you use, HBO, whatever you use. You could probably put it on there and pay it off, and then your credit score will grow up or will grow over time. So, just be keen to that.
Low credit. Great app.
Yeah,
A simple step towards financial freedom.
definitely. Indeed. So you want to have your good credit. You want to have your precious metal because this is one of the 3 forms of wealth preservation, along with real estate and rare collectibles.
Okay.
Rare collectibles as in obviously 1 of 1s, 1 of 500s. Just get your hands on some rare collectibles, precious metals, and real estate, which is also land. But those things appreciate over time in value. That is essential because if you're thinking about the future and you're thinking about right now, you know that wealth preservation is important. You should know that. So
All great information. All great info. By the way, guys, I don't know if we said it enough, but this is definitely our first episode.
First
It
episode.
feels like our 50th, And
Long
we got
time
so
coming.
much content to come.
Yeah.
So much.
Definitely.
Just please look forward to it.
Yeah.
Just three men growing up in the hood, having a different vision, wanting to take a different path, not wanting to follow the common paths. Most people, it's either stay in the hood, they fall victim to drugs. Some people get into rapping. Some people take the sports route. We decided to do this, stick together and build a foundation. So with your support and love, hopefully real soon in the near future, we can make this happen. So please throw thumbs up, subscribe, share, show love.
Let's make this happen. We want to get a broad reach
IQ.
so this information can get out to everyone because it's very important and it's very much needed. So
Time-sensitive
on that
information.
note, let's get in the right view. Let's get our lens in the
Let's
right
get our
view.
lens in the right view
For High Q,
for IQ.
it was a blast. Till next time.
Till next time.